I
Okay.
am really excited for this one. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am Gillian Berry, and today we have a legend in the house. Somebody you guys literally ask me for every day on all my social media accounts. We have Lou Corona. He is almost 72 years old. He has been living the raw living foods lifestyle for 51 years. He's literally the healthiest person I know. He is my mentor. The creator of the infamous lemon ginger blast, inspires and changes people's lives worldwide every day just with that and many other things. He is incredible. And we also have a very exciting, very big announcement for you guys today. So let's get right into it. Hello, Lou. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. We are ever so grateful.
That goes for me too. I'm honored.
Yeah, you're amazing. You look incredible, Lou. You are just outstanding. And I want to ask you, so I know for me, anybody who watches my channel, they know I eat a raw living foods lifestyle as well. I have for nearly 7 years, and nothing has changed my life more. But I want to ask you, why do you choose raw living foods over cooked food, even cooked vegan food or cooked steamed vegetables or things like that? Why the raw living foods 100%?
Well, first of all, when I was 21 in 1973, I was dying in bed and I felt like I was on my last breath. So I turned and surrendered to God, asking for his help and guidance. And I really wanted to know what was causing my issues because I had a big tumor. I had acne really bad and chronic asthma. I had pain in my joints. I was going to the bathroom every 3 weeks. So I had really poor digestion going on. And so when I asked, I want to know causes, I want to know solutions, and I want to know how to live from now on. And but in that experience, as I went through this near-death experience and has this total reflection of my whole life, I was covered by this bright light around me, and the Lord was next to me, and I was given instructions. I was shown some things. I woke up the next day with these 4 principles. These 4 principles are simple but powerful and life-changing. And I took them on, I applied them, and within 6 months, everything dissolved. The tumor dissolved, everything went away. I've been well ever since. And it's been like an amazing 51 years. Like I've been so grateful. But you asked a good question about why do I eat raw living foods, plant-based organic foods, and all that, and cultured foods, almond coconut yogurt, and the lemon ginger blast, and the gorilla milk, and the liver detox drink that I make. But why do I do that? Well, when I learned that when you cook food, it's dead. So when I stopped eating dead animals and cook food, dead food, and I put life in, within 6 months, I recovered. That was a remarkable experience for me. And when I tried to pass on to family and friends after that for a couple of years, no one listened to me. They thought I was half crazy back then
Yeah.
because it was so different, right? But after 2 years, I was led to go silent. So I went silent for 12 years. Imagine me being silent for 12 years. Oh my gosh. But
I love it. And I have to stop you for 1 sec. I have to tell everybody I'm going to be traveling to LA this summer to interview Lou, and we're going to expand on all of this. So make sure you guys subscribe and stay tuned for that. And sorry, go ahead.
well, anyhow, but for me to recover, it was so powerful. And so I knew then that I'm just going to keep doing it. It just made sense. I promised God that I would, and I would just do what he taught me. And that's what that, so really out of love and respect and honor and appreciation for my life, I kept doing it because God taught me to do this. And then I did it and I got well. And then, but out of love and respect, out of appreciation for my life. And I really experienced it that when you put life into your body, the enzymes, the activity, the life force in your food, the enzyme activity is vital. It's more vital than we know and understand. But as I learned to put life in and learn how to soak seeds and germinate seeds and even culturize them and turn it into yogurt and learn how to make all kinds of different dishes. But the life foods, they gave me life, gave my life back, got my life back. But it kept it and it kept it well. So I just kept doing it and I just kept feeling great. And I just wanted to keep doing that, and I didn't want to go back where I came from because I learned my lesson, right?
Yeah. And you are walking the walk, talking the talk. You are literally, just so you guys know, the viewers, I spend hours and hours on the phone with Lou, and I've never met anyone in my life so passionate about health. It is incredible. And I'm wondering, Lou, like, where do you think you would be right now at almost 72 had you not taken this path? Like, what do you think your life would be right now if you didn't take the raw living foods path?
Oh, I would have been in heaven, serving God in spirit form, because I was right there on my last breath or two. I was having a chronic asthma attack at the moment when I learned all this. So yeah, I don't think I would have been here
Yeah,
much.
that's right. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't
Yeah,
have. No.
yeah, physically, but the real driving force that kept me here was when I was 16. I was given these dreams for a year every night, and it was about 7 wellness centers. And a year later, I got that was a projection. That was God's way of showing me a projection of my future, where He sees me going. And I made a vow by 17. I made a vow that that's what I would do with my life, is to create the 7 wellness centers that can help
Wow.
people. And they were out in the country. They had their own gardens and orchards. They were really beautiful places. And people came from everywhere in the world to these places. So they're very special. And even though they still haven't happened yet, I've been working towards them all this time. So when I was at my deathbed at 21, that was my driving force to live and to stay alive and get well. So I wanted to get well and stay well so I could fulfill what I'm here to do. And so I still see it coming, and it's around the corner to fulfill that vision and that aspiration in my life. But anyway, that was my driving force that made me want to live and get well and stay well, so I could
Yeah.
fulfill that for the sake of humanity.
And it's
Yeah.
clearly worked. I see videos of you doing the planks and I don't know anyone with the strength you have. It's unbelievable.
Well, like I said, the 4 principles. So when you learn how to visualize powerfully, and when you learn how to speak things into existence, and when you put your heart into doing something, whatever that is, and when you put the good fuel into the body, believe me, I've learned that we can actually go plant-based, raw living foods and live it successfully through life, because I've been doing it for 51 years. So I know it's truth and I know it's real. It's just that most people don't know. But I'll tell you this: whoever comes to that event on, is it July 6th, I believe?
Yeah, let's
Uh,
tell them right now because we haven't told them. We
well,
didn't share the announcement yet. So, yeah, do you want to tell them we're hosting an event together? I'm going to be introducing Lou, sharing a little bit about my story, and then Lou is going to be putting on a talk, which is very exciting, on Thursday, July 6th. And yeah, if you want to expand, let them know. We're so excited, everybody. So go ahead, Lou.
uh, well, I assure you, you will see and experience things there that you probably never have experienced. But it'll be worth your time and effort to make it a point to be there for yourself. That's why we're doing the event. For the certain few people that are actually looking for ways to enhance the integrity and the quality of their health and wellness. It's for those people that are looking to live up to their potential, to be as healthy and as strong, as vibrant as they can, and enjoy that quality of life that we all deserve to have, right?
Yeah, well
So,
said.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely. And just
yeah.
hearing you speak, Lou, I can tell you guys, I spend a lot of time on the phone with Lou, and he makes me want to be a better person and want to be a healthier person. And every time I get off the phone with him, I feel so inspired and encouraged and just think, how can I live my life better? So I know the talk will be so powerful, and it's nice. It'll be very intimate. So it's only going to be about 500 people. So I'll put the link down below so you can register and hopefully get a seat. We're doing it small with deliberate intention to make it a really nice environment. And we will be doing some mingling after and some Q&As. So it'll be just nice to talk to everybody, talk to all you guys, and just it will add so much value. And it's going to be free, which is incredible. So we're very proud of that and very excited. And I will link all the details down below. One thing I love about you the most is you've lived a life so connected to God. And it's just, even when you're hit with hard times, you see the positive and you just see that it's meant to be, which can be very hard for a lot of us out there when we're facing hard times to see, like, maybe this is happening for us, not to us. So I want to ask you, how can those of us who live a super busy life, even if whether we eat healthy or not, how can we connect more like you do? You've lived such a life of purpose. And for a lot of us, it can be hard to connect to God and get those answers. So do you have any tips for us or any advice on how we can do that?
Well, actually, it's really simple. It's forget about you and stay present to the Lord. my mama taught me when I was a little boy, when I was 10, she said, son, do you remember that time when, just a few months ago when I was in an auto accident, the car flipped 3 times in the air and they put me in a cast with the neck down. You came to visit at the hospital with the family. I go, of course I do. She goes, well, what you don't know is the doctor told me that after I heal my bones for a few months, to take the cast off, I'll be in a wheelchair. I won't be walking anymore for life. And so the doctor said that. And then he left. And then she said, but son, what you don't know is that that's what they told me. But in that moment, when the doctor left the room, I somehow was able to surrender and connect with God himself directly. And I was able to request for him to heal me and make me whole and complete immediately so I can go home and take care of my 6 kids, because I was one of them. And so she said that she completed that in Jesus' name, because he's the master and the king of all kings, master of all masters. And so that's what she said. And then the moment she said that, she had this tingling warm sensation run through her body, and her body was healed instantly, and all her pain was gone. So she called the doctor back in and said, you need to get this cast off of me. I need to go home now. My pain's all gone. I'm good. Test me if you want. Wow. So he tested her, took the cast off, and she walked out of there and went back to a normal life. She took care of the kids and went back to work and went back to normal function. And so she wanted me to know this, because she wanted me to know that from here on out in my life, I can go directly to God and I can ask and request for whatever I need in Jesus' name, and I'm going to get it. I'm going to receive whatever I ask in his name. Wow. Because it's that powerful. So, well, she didn't know it at the time, but at school, I was being beaten by 10 guys, classmates, out in the field for about 5 years. And they were telling me that they're going to take me out. If they're going to kill me and take me out if I tell anybody. So I was terrified for 5 years. So when my mom left to the store to make dinner, I went in the closet, and the first time I prayed and I asked God to help protect me from any harm forever, and in Jesus' name. And the moment I said that, I had a tingling warm sensation run through my body.
I want to experience that. Wow.
And my fear was all gone, and I haven't suffered with that fear issue anymore. And then nobody ever hurt me ever since. From that moment on, I've been protected. So when I was dying in bed at 21, and I had the big tumor, and I had this chronic asthma, and I was suffocating, and I had all these things going on. I asked God to help me and teach me and guide me and everything and what to do. And then I had this experience, and I was shown these 4 principles, and I followed them and I did them. And then everything went away. It never came back in 51 years. So you can see I'm pretty excited about it, right?
And look at your energy, Lou. Look at your energy at almost 72. I should just say 72 because it's right around the corner. But look at your energy. Look at your happiness, and look at just when I talk to you, even your voice, everything. I feel like I'm talking to somebody that's literally like between 35 and 40. You literally, and you look 30 years younger. You look around my age group, right? I'm 40 and you look like you're around my age group. It's mind blowing. So the proof is in the pudding. And I just want to ask you, can you give us a rough overview, or if you want to extend your thought to, just of what you currently eat in a day?
Well, I just want to cap off the statement of the real secret behind it, really, what this thing about being connected is mastering the art of being grateful. If you can do that one thing, breathe slow and deep, and be as present as possible, being grateful for every experience you go through in this life. Take full responsibility, full complete responsibility for everything you attract into your life, knowing that it's in order for you to learn from it, to grow and to evolve and become stronger and wiser, better because of it. So it's really to your benefit. So by being grateful for everything you experience in this life, and see the benefits, see the opportunities, see the lessons, and every experience you have a chance to keep learning, evolving, and growing, and mastering the art of living. And you cannot help but to be happy and excited about every day, every moment that you're in. Do you see what I'm saying?
See, I do. You make me want to be a better person. And I swear you do. That's just when I think of you, You do. You're so inspiring. You're such an amazing person, and you're so inspiring and so amazing, Lou. I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Well, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, it's true. Look at you, it's such a light, just the raw foods. And it reminds me of that photography. You and I were speaking about that on the phone yesterday. The photography, I'll throw it up on the screen right now, where you see the apple and how full of life it is. And then you see the piece of meat beside it, and it does not have nearly the life force that the apple does, or even the cooked food versus the raw food, which I'll put on the screen right now as well. And it's
Mhm.
just that photography is so accurate, because look what I speak to you too on the living foods for all these years. It's so incredible. And I have to ask, what are you currently eating in a day, if you don't mind sharing?
Oh God, I love drinking that lemon ginger blast. It not only helped me to get well, but it helped me to stay well. So I do enjoy a quart of the lemon ginger blast. I like to do that daily. So when I get up in the morning, I mean, obviously I count my blessings, and I give God thank you for so many different things in my life. I appreciate so much. But I do drink a little bit of good clean water. It's a good clean pure alkaline structured energized water. But thereafter I'll drink a quart of the lemon ginger blast, because when you drink it, it not just oxygenates you and hydrates you, but it also alkalinizes your body, and it detoxifies the body, it energizes it, but it also neutralizes free radicals from damaging your cells. So it's like a very powerful drink to have every day. So I do that. But afterwards, I mean, several hours later, when I feel hungry, I like to have, I like to make this really powerful smoothie. I make almond coconut yogurt, and I'll put some in there with some berries, a handful of some greens, and a piece of fruit, like maybe a mango or a pineapple or whatever. And I'll whip it up into a smoothie. It's like a quart, and it's like a meal replacement. But it's so full of life and so much energy and power in it, and it's incredible. So I have that, and then later I like to have gorilla milk. I love that drink. It's a really powerful drink. So I interchange it with gorilla milk or the liver detox drink, which I can tell you about that later.
Yeah.
But later, I enjoy these beautiful hearty salads that I make, and my dressings are usually either a nut seed yogurt of some sort, and avocados, and the veggies and the greens and sprouts, and I make
Yeah.
a nice hearty salad. And I'm telling you, it's very hearty and it's very powerful, and it makes me feel great, and it's very filling, but it doesn't have that heavy feeling afterwards. You know what I mean? Like I used to
Yeah.
when before. But yeah, I mean, I keep it pretty simple. I do drink probably a couple quarts of good clean water a day, and I definitely have the lemon ginger blast and the gorilla milk, and I alternate. I do stretching throughout the day. I do breath work, and I'll tell you all the rest of it later. But I
Yeah.
mean,
When I
that's just to
come, we'll
give you
have
an
to
idea.
do, yeah, when I
Mhm.
come, we'll have to expand on that and show and do like a day in the life and show all your strength moves and everything, which I'll try put in this video, maybe at the beginning. Why do you think so many people have health problems today? Like, what do you think is the root of most of the problems that we're having?
Well, sometimes people ask me questions like, what is really the cause of all sickness and illness and premature aging or whatever? And I go, well, it's a combination of things. If I was to say one word, it would be toxemia. Toxemia, I'm talking about toxic thinking, toxic emotions, toxic environment that you get exposed to, a toxic body. So, and one of the common denominators that people suffer with across the world is poor digestion. So, when you're not properly digesting and properly absorbing and properly metabolizing and converting your fuel, your food into energy, muscle, hair, skin, and bones, and everything else, and also if you're not properly eliminating the waste from the body and running efficiently, that has been linked to why people suffer today. So
Hmm.
that's what I would say, if that's why people suffer, because they just
Yeah.
don't know. They don't know how to combine foods properly or prepare foods properly, and they definitely don't know much about the enzyme potential inside the food and how we're using up so much of our enzyme potential as we go through life. We just
So
don't know
true.
that.
Trying to
But when they go
digest
to
the
the
cooked
talk,
food. Hmm.
yeah, when they go to the talk, they're going to understand in depth more about that. It's going to be very revealing and very powerful.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Yeah, so I'll link everything down below. And it's been such an honor to have you on and to share about our talk that's coming up. It's going to be so powerful and so amazing to do that in person. There's just so much power to doing that in person. If there's anything else you want to share about the event, if someone was to comment, what can I expect? If there's anything else you think we're missing, then absolutely share that or anything you want to end off with. And then everybody, I will link everything below and you can stay tuned for more videos when we're in LA. And I hope to meet you guys there when I'm there in at the event.
I would say, well, it's one thing to meet someone like myself that has gone through so much and so much experience and have witnessed and have learned so much from the whole experience of life and all that. But you're also going to see likely other people there that have had some other experiences that are incredible. And to be in their presence and to hear what they have to say and their outcomes and so on, it's pretty powerful. And it just, you end up experiencing, because I've had so many people from all over the world, come to these events, and they basically say things like that it was so inspiring, it was very motivational, very informative, and life-changing. My life will never be the same after going to that event. I know now why I need to do what I need to do and go where I need to go. I have a better idea where I'm going with my life now. Now I have an idea how I can live up to my potential, where I didn't have that hope before. A lot of people lose hope. And so we're here to give people back their hope and possibility. That we actually can cleanse, heal, regenerate ourselves if we could just learn how to do that. And be willing to step up and be responsible about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
well said.
So for those of you that want to live and live well, get well, stay well, and have a great life, I think you want to be there.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it'll be fun. It'll be great.
And it'll be fun. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I've enjoyed this. I've had so much fun talking to you. I always do. And I just always feel like it's so inspiring and it just encourages me to live a better life and just triggers me with inspiration when we speak. So thank you so much, Lou.
Oh, you're welcome. That was the intention to begin with. We were intended to be healthy and have a happy life and never be sick. When I got cued in on that, that's when I really was asking, okay, if that's the case, then why am I like this? So I want to know what's causing it. I want to know solutions, and I want to know how to get well and stay well. Show me how to live. You do that, I'm in.
Yeah, so, and we need to find out so much more about you and what you're doing, and we will do that at the event and in the other videos. But I just want to ask one quick last thing. Have you been sick at all over these last 51 years of raw foods? Have you faced any health struggles or health challenges?
Let me just say it this way. Nothing ever came back. I've been feeling great. Everything works in my body successfully and everything. But I think that there's some times in my life, in my travels, where I overextended myself or overexerted myself and got myself like pushing the envelope too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And go and just trying to help this person and that person and handle that call and
off balance.
And I got myself out of balance. And there was a few times here and there where I got exhausted enough or I couldn't even drive my car anymore.
Yeah.
And one time it kind of scared me a little bit, but at the same time, I felt like I was being protected. I got back from a tour and I was completely spent, and I laid down, I closed my eyes, and I was going to probably crash for 12 hours. And I got a phone call, an emergency phone call. And to do what I did, I had to drive about an hour and a half to get there to help these people, and then drive back and then drive back afterwards. And the rain was coming down really, really hard. But I made it back about halfway back.
Yeah.
And when I woke up at my destination, I wondered how I got there because I don't remember driving to the destination.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I'm just telling you that my steering wheel was being somehow handled,
Unbelievable.
And so I realized that I need to find that balance and try to keep that balance where I always make sure to get enough rest and take care of myself too,
Yeah.
So sometimes we can eat really well, but sometimes we need to consider getting rest when the body wants rest and when it needs it. You know what I mean? And so, but there's times where I've hit moments of exhaustion because of overdoing myself.
Yeah.
Just service more people than sometimes I can keep up with. So
that makes sense. And I think that can happen a lot with us these days with all the technology too. Not enough balance between technology and nature and all these things. And that's where your 4 principles come in and everything. And I just think it's incredible. So I look forward to the talk. I can't wait. And I look forward to seeing you in the summer. And to the viewers, to all of you, I look forward to possibly seeing you at the event as well. I can't wait. I think it's going to be absolutely incredible, mind-blowing, and amazing.
Well, my last thing that I would say to everyone that may be hearing this recording is just know that, and I can speak on your behalf on this, just know that we love you and appreciate you and want only the best life you could ever acquire and have in this life. So thank you for listening.
Yeah, amazing. Beautiful. And thank you for coming on, Lou. And we will have you on again soon. And to the viewers, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it added some value. We do love you. Give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you don't already, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.